Hey guys, Taylor here with another video. Now, if you've ever delved into the world of creating your own website for whatever reason, then you've probably had somebody say to you, "Hey, have you heard about Wix?" Wix is probably one of the most popular and well-known website builders out there. And the reason for that is that it's super easy to use, and it also has a lot of freedom that some other website builders out there don't have. So today we're going to be reviewing Wix, talking about some of those features and benefits to see if it might be the right choice for you based on your particular situation. Now, I will include links to Wix down in the description below, along with any deals or discounts that I may find that might not be on their website. So if you are interested in checking it out, feel free to head down there after the video. So jumping right in, like I said, Wix is an incredibly popular website building tool. In fact, more than 180 million people in 190 countries use it for their websites, and that number is just going up. Now, a lot of that has to do with Wix's free plan. Now, the free plan is a fully functional website, and you can get it up and running without paying a single dime. And a lot of people unfortunately stop there. They don't delve into the more advanced features that Wix offers because they're not interested in paying for any money. But is it worth it to actually invest money? Well, that's kind of what we're going to go over today. So first off, let's talk about the templates that Wix offers. It literally has hundreds and hundreds of templates to choose from. So you can customize your website depending on what you need it for. If you're running a restaurant or if you have a live music career, pretty much anything that you're looking for, you can find a template for to make your website look attractive and be able to promote whatever it is you're interested in. The best part about this is you don't even have to pick a template from the category that's most relevant to your particular situation. And that's because they're so customizable. You can choose literally any template and modify it based on your needs. And if you don't want to use a template, they give you that option too. You can actually start completely from scratch and use a blank template and build it completely custom in the way that you want it to look. One thing that we noticed is that with a lot of these website builders, a lot of the templates often look very similar, but Wix's templates all look very different from each other, which is going to give your website a unique look and help it stand out from the crowd. Another great feature with these templates is they often come with apps pre-installed, which means that you don't have to go through the extra work of importing those features into the website yourself. And this can be things like restaurant menus, reservation apps. There's a pro gallery if you have a lot of images for your photography business. Basically, it's just going to make everything easier and smoother, and you don't have to spend time hunting for and downloading these apps. Now, one of the drawbacks of these templates is each template does have a mobile-friendly version, but the designs aren't mobile responsive, which means they don't automatically adjust to smaller screens. Which means that if you're going in and making a bunch of edits to your website, you may need to actually edit the mobile view separately to make sure that everything on that mobile phone still looks clean and correct. Also note that once you choose a template, you can't switch it, so you have to make sure that whatever template you choose is the right one for your situation before you get too heavy into those edits. Now let's talk about some of the features that Wix offers. Now, as I mentioned, Wix has a ton of features, so you'll find things like blog management, an online store, and there's even more niche add-ons that can really adapt to whatever you're trying to promote. And the best part about all this, there's no coding or technical knowledge needed at all, and that includes setting up some of the more advanced features. Now, this is a very comprehensive free plan. There's lots to do here, but with those additional paid plans, you'll be able to do things like accept online payments. You'll also be able to sell products not just on your site, but also Facebook, Amazon, and other online marketplaces. You can also add credit and debit cards, PayPal, Alipay, and the best part about all that is Wix doesn't take any commission from your sales. Wix also has an intuitive tool for setting up an online store with options for variations on product, color, or size, tracking inventory, and managing orders. Which means that if you do have an online store, you'll be able to customize your product pages and shopping carts and integrate your shop seamlessly into the rest of your site. In terms of features like shipping, it's also super easy. There's even options to connect to dropshipping partners to expand your product offerings, which is truly a great thing to have. Honestly, if you are running an online store or business, Wix does give you all the tools you need to basically run your entire business online from the Wix website builder. In terms of apps here, Wix does offer more than 300 apps that will expand your site's functionality, and this includes anything like blogs, customized contact forms, event calendars, and much more. What's great here too is though about 50 of these apps are actually created by Wix, there's also third-party apps that you will have access to. And that means that you'll get integration with things like Google AdSense and social media ads. Now just note that most of the apps do have a free version, but some will require the paid plan to access some of the more advanced features. Now Wix does have Wix SEO Wiz, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. And though it's not perfect, it's still one of the best SEO tools that we've ever seen in any of these website builders that we've tested. Basically, the wizard will ask you to input keywords from your site, and that'll determine what pages need to be optimized for those words. Wix will then actually generate an SEO checklist for you to follow, and it walks you through step by step. Basically, this is going to help you optimize your homepage, walks you through your site pages and contact information, and helps you improve your SEO as your site grows. It's going to really help generate traffic to your website and increase your rankings in search engines. Honestly, this is truly an impressive resource, and it's going to be invaluable for getting your name and brand out there. Also, to help get more visitors to your site, Wix offers an impressive suite of business tools. And this includes things like email marketing, social post builders, automations, marketing integration, invoices, and analytics. Basically, all of those key business tools that will make sure that you are understanding not only your audience, but also how to adjust your business to drive more traffic. This is truly a benefit that's really shifting Wix away from the casual users into people really concerned about increasing their business's online presence. Now, of course, as I mentioned in the intro, Wix is well known as being one of the easiest website builders to use. And is that true? Well, yes. I've spent a lot of time on Wix, and it is very, very user-friendly. In fact, one of the most user-friendly that we've seen to date. Wix has a drag-and-drop editor that's easy to use, but they even take it a step further with their Wix ADI, which is Artificial Design Intelligence. Basically, you just answer a few questions about the type of site you need and features it should have, and Wix will generate a unique site for you within minutes. You can even put in preferences regarding content, color, and style, and choose your favorite homepage design to just get you started, and Wix literally takes care of the rest, which means that you can get a functional website up and running in less than 5 minutes. And honestly, that's unheard of across many of the website builders that we've tested. Also, as I mentioned, a lot of website builders out there lock you into their specific templates, but with Wix, they have a pixel-perfect drag-and-drop editor, which means that everything on your website can be adjusted down to the pixel. You can add, move, layer elements in. Basically, you can customize it as much as you need. You're definitely not restricted to staying within the bounds of the template that you choose. That being said, there are helpful guidelines to get your content all aligned properly to make sure that it is still aesthetically pleasing. And no matter what you're doing, you're always going to have a clear view of your site structure and navigation to make sure that everything is staying on track. Everything is also labeled and organized very well to make sure that you will never have to work hard to find exactly what you need. And even though you can drag and drop every single thing onto your website, you don't actually have to. Wix has a huge selection of content layouts and styles that ranges from header images to photo galleries, pretty much everything that you need to make your website looking sharp. This is such a great option for you if web design doesn't come naturally to you. Now, in terms of support functionality, it's okay. It's definitely not the best service that we've seen out there. Throughout our testing, we were actually unable to find a live chat or email support function, which is pretty much standard across all website builders. And instead, Wix actually has a massive support center with detailed step-by-step articles on pretty much any topic that you can think of. There is an automated chatbot that allowed you to click through a series of prompts to describe your issue. And again, there was lots of detail, and you can get very specific with whatever issue you're having. But if you're one of those people that like to talk to a real person, or if you have a hyper-specific question that a guide can't answer, what you will actually have to do is find an option to submit a ticket and receive a callback from the Wix support team. But even then, you're mostly just going to be directed back to the support center, and it just kind of locks you into this frustrating loop. So although Wix is really easy to use, if you do get stuck for any reason, you might get a little frustrated by the support. Now, in terms of pricing, like I said, Wix does offer that free plan, which is truly fantastic, and it just blocks you out of some of the more advanced features that you might not be using anyway. And that's things like if you want to connect a custom domain, remove the Wix branding from your website, or increase your bandwidth and storage. That's a situation where you will have to upgrade to a paid plan. In terms of the plans on offers, they do have 4 plans. There's the free plan, the combo plan, the unlimited plan, and the VIP plan. So it's going to be up to you, depending on your situation, which price point fits within your budget, and also what features you might be looking for. If you are interested in e-commerce, then you should consider looking at the VIP plan to make sure that you can accept online payments. Now, there is a 14-day grace period where you can get a full refund for your plan, and that's no questions asked. After that period, you will have to contact Wix and state your case, and they'll review it and decide on an individual basis if they should give you that refund. So guys, overall, it's really hard to go wrong with Wix. The free plan is awesome, and there's no risk to you to just jump in and give it a try. It does have a ton of features, and like I said, it's one of the few website builders out there that really opens up the creative side of things and allows you to customize your entire website literally pixel by pixel. And most of you out there, if you are interested in upgrading your plan, will be fine with the cheaper plans, which basically will just remove all the Wix branding and give you more data. And again, definitely check out the business plans if you are interested in setting up online payments. Anyway, guys, that's a little bit about Wix, and truly, I think it's a great starting point for all of you budding web developers out there. I think it's a great way to launch your business or whatever you're promoting with little to no frustration. It's super easy to use and definitely worth your time. And again, like I said, there are those paid plans if you're interested in upgrading to take advantage of some of the more features. Anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If so, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, as I always appreciate that. Also, please feel free to leave any questions or comments down below, as I always love getting to answer as many of those as possible. Like I said, I will throw a link to Wix in the description below if you want to check it out, as well as any deals, discounts, or coupons that I can find that might not be available on their website. So give it a look down there if you're interested. Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video.